face, 'cause I'm off to the hole in the road. I'm walking off school and I'm off to the city, watching telly all night and I'm not looking pretty. See, I got this job downtown, selling knocked off ladies' watches for £1. For a really dodgy man that I met in a dodgy cafe. You know, he said to me, the girl who sold these yesterday wasn't selling very carefully. Police came along and took her and all my watches away. So if you see some coppers, you grab my stuff and leg it, boy, right away. I'll be in the cafe. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way through life. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way through life. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. So it's been a few hours and I haven't sold enough for my bus fare home. Street selling's pretty tough, so I turn on the charm for the lunchtime rush. With a smile and a wiggle on my schoolboy touch. So the charm is working in the underground. There's a crowd of men and women gather round. And the watches, they are going, the money is a-flowing. Think I'll take a little extra, stick it in my pocket, spend you later. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way through life. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way through life. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I haven't sold a watch for an hour and I'm dying for a slash. I've had enough of this, so I'm off for a piss. Then a quick walk back round to the cafe. Sitting at his table drinking tea. Looks at me suspiciously. Then with a glance at the watch he says, how did you do? He paid me a couple of quid. Then he said, would you like to come and work another day? I said I'd come back down on Friday. And to that he said okay. So with £2 in my pocket and another 5 in my shoe, I nipped down to Castle Market where a man who looks like Leo Sayer is selling pots with cockles and prawns. You make me feel like dancing. Then off back to dinner on the Wiggers and then home. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way.
There you go, it's done. Good evening, boy from Sheffield. How you doing? Welcome to Raconteurs News on Tuesday evening. It's the 9th of August, 2022. And it's Raconteurs. Oh, we've just been skinning up while that came on. Not at all, anything like that, that sort of thing. But I'm just a bot from Scunthorpe making his way, says Tim Tabloid. Oh dear. Anyway, good evening to everybody, and good evening to my sidekick Jimmy Hagan. Good evening, mate. How you doing?
I'm really good, Jay. Brilliant weather. The last couple of days, it's just been astounding here. We've got some serious. It feels like summer again. After, I don't know. I thought we had already entered into winter there a couple of 4 or 5 weeks ago. So great to see it back again, man. Just going to make the most of it while it lasts. I think we've got 1 or 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah. It's hopefully we will have. Skinning his way. Yes, I'm just a boy from Sheffield skinning his way up. Evening to everybody who's in chat room. Listen, Jimmy, my wife informed me that we're rather rude to you beforehand, and I didn't mean to be. I just noticed it was time to go. She went, you didn't even when you asked him what he'd been doing, how he were and everything, he answered you, and you just fucking went, right, it's time to go on. So sorry about that, mate. It's not personal.
It's kind of, she's looking out for me.
Of
Cheers
course
with the
it is. She looks out for everybody, because she knows what a big fucking clod up in fucking dickhead I am. She knows better than anybody. Let's say hello to people in chat room. Dinny's in there. Good evening, Dinny. Jerry, son of Mick, smashing weather. He said, Bleakford, Clackington. Hey, Bumberclats. That's a new one on me. Have you heard of that one before, Bumberclats?
I thought it was like Thunderclats. I don't know. Thunderclats.
Okay.
I don't know.
KT21 is in there as well. Chris O'Rourke, Tit and Bum Tabloid. Uni is in there as well. That was him at the beginning. Did you notice that? Oh, brilliant. That was from Tony, non-violent extremist. They did that last week and I forgot to put it on. It's nothing personal, Jimmy. It's just Yorkshire. You're right, it is. It is. It's just Yorkshire. Or Jamaican. And hello to everybody who's listening to us, who's not in the chat room, but listening, behind. Whatever you're doing, if you just got us on it background. Good evening to you all, and everybody who's watching a little bit later on in the later stages. Just a couple of announcements. First of all, t-shirts are in.
They look well.
Got them. I got some. Let me tell you the fucking story about this.
More drama, yeah.
Fucking t-shirts, man. So I've got them here. Look, here we go. I'm not that fucking pleased with that way that things come out, but it looks a lot better in sunlight. The orange is not quite come out of this. So I've got a few. I've got 10 of them actually. I've got 8. I've got 8 because I've got one on, and Adie's had one. So I've got 8 of them left. But the thing was, right, I fucking ordered them. I ordered them on this thing called Team shirts. So I order them and I pay, and I've paid for them, and they were pretty swift. We were getting them here, where getting them over, getting them to us. But then it turns out they come from Germany. So when I went to pick them up at I had them delivered to a local place, that picks up parcels, because I didn't know whether I was going to be about. And it cost me fucking 68 quid in import duty. 68 quid. So I said, there's none. I rung them up and I said, I rung them up and it were an English phone number. But that obviously it would forward it on to a foreign one, because it did that, the ringtone when you phone foreign countries different a mobile. So yeah, I rung them up and they're going to reimburse me. They're reimbursing me. So I paid the 68 quid just so that I could get them. And they're reimbursing me. And then I don't know if anybody knows all about this. I've had this fucking email from somebody who claims to be UPS imports things, saying that they need information before they can release me parcel. Well, I've got it here. So that must be a fucking scam. So they can fuck off. I don't get it. But anyway, they're here, and I'm going to decide what I'm doing with them. I'm going to give them away. So that's the. But I'm not just going to give them away willy-nilly. I'll get one for you, Jim, and one for young Robert, who's on his holidays. I hope he's having a good time. And then the rest, there will be more, but I'm just trying to source somewhere where I can get them, and it's not quite a ball ache, and they put it on front like they fucking want to, and they, scam. Yeah, I thought it was a scam.
But it's interesting. Obviously, they knew something about what was going on, like with the deliveries. So that's a bit nefarious by the sounds of it,
Yeah, well, the email they sent me came with because they phoned me twice. These people, they phoned me twice, and it were they kept saying, "Are you already delivery from?" We're expecting a parcel from blah blah.com, and I said, yeah, I've already got it. Yes, well, we cannot release you. I'm sending you an email and you need to respond to this. And they're going to charge me 13 quid a day to hold my fucking package and everything. I've got it here. So it's obviously a fucking scam.
For fuck's sake. How did they get your fucking information, man? Fuck's sake.
That's interesting, isn't it? I don't know.
No.
It's them Germans. That's what it is. It's them fucking Germans.
Yeah.
They've sold me information.
Truth be told, man, all the computers, everything has been backdoored by our really, really good partners and friends out there in Israel, where Microsoft do develop all the software for the Microsoft operating systems. So you would not believe. For one of these shows, I'm going to go back. I have an interesting little piece of video I want to source out and do a screenshot of, and it shows just how fucking crazy it is. They don't need to hack your operating system anymore. They have it hacked at the chip fucking level, man. All they need is your IP and add one little code after it, and hey presto, they're fucking in.
Yeah. But
crazy.
Anyway, when it's genuine, the tracking number does be with the message. It did have a tracking number, but I've not checked it. Anyway, who gives a fuck? I've got it now anyway, so they can fucking bollocks whoever wants. If they want to come round here and say, if you want to come to my house, knock on the door and say we need some information about your parcel, I'll say fine, come in. Let's see your ID, and I'll show you my fucking parcel.
And get Watson to check them out.
Yeah, Watson will certainly check them out. Yes, Uni, you'll get one as well. I'll send one to Uni. We can't not send one, but I'll need to get one, especially made up tent size. I'm only kidding, mate. I've got an XL in here. I'll send that one for you. Somebody asked if I'd lost weight. I think it was Matt Caddy. Yeah, I have lost weight. I'm fucking. I just keep losing weight. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm doing more stuff. You know, I'm out and about and doing stuff. So I think that's probably what it is. So I've lost a bit of weight, but I'm feeling great. So I'm not bothered about that. A little bit of weight loss. Apart from it's really bad for my stump. It makes it because then I lose weight on my stump, and then my stump's rattling about in the socket a bit, and it's made it sore on end. So, and also I wanted to mention as well, I'm not here Friday and I'm not here Tuesday, so it's completely up to Jimmy whether he wants to do a show. I know Robert's away. It's completely up to you whether you want to do a show on whatever you want to do, mate. I thought you were brilliant overnight. I were listening to a lot of it anyway. And I think that we got that they got in touch. I think it was just that they just put that advice on because that was pretty graphic stuff that you were showing of the people being run over.
I will try and avoid that in future, Jay, because I think.
Listen, mate. It's just that they just wanted to put a warning on it, which is fine by me. Because you don't want people. I didn't like it. I had to turn away from it. I'm not. Really very good.
Even poor Dinny was upset by it, and we can't be upsetting Dinny, you know.
God, no, we can't upset Dinny for fuck's sake. Yeah, someone asked me the other day, the bear shit in woods, and I said, yeah, but they usually got Dinny creeping up behind them, bare chested, ready to fucking wrestle them and then wipe his own ass on them. Bandit Buster says, I would still love to have the orange t-shirt with a logo on the back. If you still have it, happy to pay. Cheers. Bandit Buster, I've told you that one is for the Death Sweep. I'm sorry about that, but you'll have to win Death Sweep. Have you got anybody in Death Sweep?
I have. I've got Amber Heard. You know, I thought she would have topped herself by now, but I think she's now in a relationship with the lovely Cara Delevingne. So I think she'll be hanging out. I don't think I'll be winning the Death Sweep anytime soon.
Oh dear! Unless she gets licked to death. I think has she turned lesbo then? Lesbians.
I don't know. For Cara Delevingne, it might, but
has she though? Has she turned? Has Amber Heard turned that way?
Oh, look, you know, I put nothing past these Hollywood people at all, or anyone in that sort of ilk. Look, anything goes with those guys. You know, they're all a bunch of communist bastards.
Yeah. So I can't. I'm not doing uni. We'll have to see what I'm going to have to find out what you've got fucking planned before I even allow you anywhere near doing your own show. But but we can have a chat about it. But anyway, the opportunities arisen. I can take Adi away next week for a few days, Friday, over weekend, and into next week. So I didn't want to take. I wanted to make sure that I could go. So that's what's happening next week. I'm taking Adi away. So I'll be back. I'll be back on Friday. I'll be back, and then after that, it'll be fine. It'll be back to normal. But it's getting summertime, and it's, this lovely weather we've had this weekend as well. I was hoping Alex Belfield was going to kill Jeremy Vine. Really hope I win the Death Sweep T-shirt. Says Stephen Owens. Well, someone's got to win it, and it's still here. It's I've popped it in box with other ones.
Well, come here. Did anybody have Sam Gannon?
Sam Gannon? No, nobody had Sam Gannon. Oh, Sam Gannon. He's off something, isn't he? He's Emmerdale Farm or something, weren't he?
Emmerdale. Yeah. He dropped dead out in California. He was 31 years old. 31.
Yeah. That's strange, isn't it? Of course, Olivia Newton-Bomb.
Yeah.
She farted, but she would have been invalid anyway because she was 73. So, Amber Heard. Let's see what we got. See if there's anybody's close. Jeremy Vine, Ricky Gervais, Ryan Clark Neal, Britney Spears, John Lydon, Zelensky, Brian Cox. Fucking loads of them. None of these. They're all still here. Max Egan, we've seen. He's still here. I saw him on a show the other day. Yeah,
he actually put out a video yesterday.
Well, what I'm going to do is I've got this idea as well that's running around my head for some new stuff, some new just making different stuff. Have I got Gervais? You've got somebody. So I'm doing a new. I've got a new thing that's going on. First guest is going to be Vinny Eastwood.
Wow.
And I'm going to do a little series of them, of a few, and I'm going to call it my Truth of Life. So it's going to be a little bit like This Is Your Life type thing, but more about your truth of life. So how did they got into it? Why they started, how they got doing the shows or whatever. And I'm going to do a number of these high profile people or people that think they're high profile. So I'm going to do that over next few months before Christmas anyway. So I'm going to do a few of them. That's an idea that came, my Truth of Life, that I wrote down. I think I had the idea last night when I were having a joint. So many human interest stuff, just getting people, getting a little bit behind into people, rather than them giving you information that they know. I want to be able to get to know the person and see what their motivations were. So I'm hoping that's going to be interesting.
Vinny, is he still under house arrest out there in Sheepland?
Is what? Sorry, say that again.
Vinny Eastwood, is he still under house arrest out there in just Giuseppe Ardennes?
Do you know? I don't know. I had a message with him from him a couple of days ago. I had a message from him a couple of days ago, and I got back in touch with him, and I've not heard from him since. But he got in touch with me and asked to come on show. So that's when I thought. Well, I thought about then. I'll get some, because I've interviewed all these people. I've interviewed, many fucking people, but you don't really know person, do you? So that's what I want to do. Is I want to call it my Truth of Life or something like that. But there you go. I'll dress up as Eamon Andrews and get the big red book and everything.
I think Vinny Eastwood is probably in Jacinda Ardern's little red book.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Imagine her coming round and wanting to give her a blowjob, though, with all them fucking nashes.
Oh, Jesus my God, Christ. Man. Yeah. I just want to keep feeding her oats.
Yeah, ask her. Oh, you're tall, aren't you? How many hands are you? 100% people only get banned for sharing the fake news wrong. I don't know what that means. My true of life, Kitty21 says. Yeah. So what's been going on this week? I've had honestly, I've not been able to look at all. I've been so fucking busy. But I noticed there's we've had a few. There's another couple of. There were a young lad who were he a curling player who
Yeah, would that be hurling? Yeah, hurling. Because I think curling is in curling. That's is that not
curling's that thing with fucking stones, isn't it? Where they're skidding.
Curling is. Oh no, I thought curling was a Scottish version of hurling with a different type of paddle or hurling. Anyway.
Curling's that thing where they get them big stones and they chuck them down like a slide and a skiddy thing.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Yeah, I thought curling was like hurling, but just Scottish version of it. But but apparently, like, it turned out that he was diagnosed with myocarditis back in 2019. So this has been going on longer than the Jabberwockies, right? So, but at the same time, like, we don't know his status or nothing like that. Like, so we don't know if he put something inside himself that may have exacerbated the thing. But he had a history, so he had a history.
Well, Bandit Buster says, good to see Webby back on posting a couple of things on Facebook. Still like his stuff. Hope he's okay. We all hope he's okay. Best to you, Webby, if you're listening, mate. But I would go.
Interestingly, I have a story tonight which kind of like we're going to get some echoes of Webby here tonight from a totally independent. Yeah, from a totally independent source. Interesting.
Amazing. Someone keeps going on about Thomas Sheridan. I think they thought that this was Thomas Sheridan. I'll show you this again in case you didn't see it. There you go. There's Uni. Uni and Thomas Sheridan.
Actually, Uni looks quite sexyful, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he? Actually, if he didn't look like that night, did he? When he were showing and everything.
No, but he could work on it a little bit, He could fit that part.
There you go. That's thanks to Tony, the non-violent extremist in the chat. Good evening to you, mate, and keep up the good work. We fucking love that.
Well done, Tony. Yeah.
Fucking brilliant, says Bandit Buster. Life a gas is free. There's going to be a game as well, isn't there? I were going to say something. I fucking forgot it now. Things go coming to my head and then fall out. Who is who, says Nubian. Top class Tony. Yes, so we've had a few little bits like that. Olivia Newton-Bond was 73, so she didn't get into the she didn't get into the Hall of Fame. Nobody dies. If anybody wants to live, what they ought to do is get nominated in our death sweep because nobody dies on it. We could call it life insurance and sell it to 25. Oh, that's what we were talking about. You know, the myocarditis the kid had been diagnosed with at 19. Now, I had my heart attack when I was 27, which they didn't find out what the cause was until about 2012. 2012, when I got tested and diagnosed with antiphospholipid syndrome. Now, when I was looking up antiphospholipid syndrome, there was a study that had been done with trying to make had made a link between antiphospholipid syndrome and the tetanus jab. When I have had a tetanus in my past, so I don't know whether that's real or not. But, it's people do have heart trouble and stuff at a young age because I've just done it. So
I'm not sure how common it was before, but it seems to be very, very prominent at the moment, like as a kind of a serious debilitating thing among youngsters just at the moment. I'm not sure why it's just come on the radar right now. It could be just coincidental that because we're looking for certain side effects that we're now just noticing it. This is one of the things I've been struggling with now for the last number of months. It's like, as you say yourself, like we're looking for our own confirmation biases, and I just wonder how much of a role this is playing in what we're finding with all these sudden deaths, and I think we need to, because I have an interesting story tonight too about climate change, and it's going to be bombshell. Like it was bombshell for me when I fucking seen it, because like back in 2012, I thought the world was round and that we were all fucked and that we were all dead, and it turns out we may not be.
Brilliant. Bandit Buster, I just want to address this, Jimmy, and then
No, work away, man.
We're
work
nearly
away
half an hour in.
Because the less we do tonight, the more I have for Friday, so it's okay.
Bandit Buster says, "Did you see that thing I sent you about the Archers woman, Jace? Looked at the image of the old Queen mum. Now, did you hear about that? This is an actress who was in The Archers, which is a Radio 4. It's a radio drama thing. I don't know what they call it, soap opera or fucking whatever, but not soap, because they don't use soap, do they? And people who listen to Radio 4. And she was like 103, but the picture was quite striking. Let me see if I can find her. Let me see if I can find the old boot. Archers. What shall I search? Archers, old woman. Retires. Oh, here they go. June Spencer, her name is. And she does have a look of the royal family. Let me share this. Share screen. There we go. There it is. There's a picture of her. She's sat there with her cake. She's 103 and she's retired. First official episode were on 1st of January 51, and she featured in it. Fucking hell. All them years ago. She's been in it 70 years. 103. She's decided to step back from the microphone. Fucking hell, not too far back, my woman. But yeah, she does look a lot like the Queen. She has got a queenish look on her. Not so much when she was younger, I don't think, but she's got her honours from the Queen as well. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about it?
Well, from what I know about these royals, they do like to bed hop quite a bit. So you would know some prostitute on the street could easily have ended up in the bedroom with the Queen mum's patter. It wouldn't surprise me.
The eyes, Jace. Someone says, Bandit Buster. The eyes. Yeah.
There is a certain kind of there is a little bit of a look about it. Hard to know, though. Hard to know.
Yeah, her name's Spencer as well. I mean, that's quite a famous name.
Yeah.
She's definitely got a face for the radio, says Ford.
Very good comment.
Yeah. But 103. I mean, for fuck's sake, Jesus Christ! No wonder young people can't get jobs these days when people are working to 103.
Yeah. I wonder though, do we all relate back to royalty at some point in time?
Yeah. I don't know. June Spencer. Anyway, that's from 2009. That picture. So she's probably looks a bit more like a Skellington. Let's stop that screen share. Right.
So is the Queen still alive, or did she die back at the beginning of the coup as that crazy person, Charlie Ward and all that lot were saying? Thought she was dead. Has she been seen?
I still think she is. They don't have to. There's no. I mean, what would they tell us? I mean, why would they tell us? Why? They don't do anything for us. If they can keep her here.
It'd be a great day out, like for the funeral, like.
Oh yeah, but they've got to. she died in March, but we're shooting funeral in June. It's like the old spitting image. The old spitting image where Margaret Thatcher comes and she says, "Right, we're going to be doing the all the photographs for the budget," and one of them says, "But the budget's not till March," and she says, "I know, but we're shooting it in June. I want a nice sunny day." Won the war she did. When the Queen dies, it's protocol to keep quiet for 12 months. Yeah. Looks like Spike Milligan to dinner.
I've seen that. I don't know what is that a compliment?
I don't know. To Spike Milligan, it might be. It'd still be alive if he were her.
Famous tax dodger, huh? Wasn't he the tax dodger? Oh no, Lester Piggott was the tax dodger.
Yeah, Lester Piggott. Yeah, he's only just died and all, hasn't he? He was really old. He got to about 90, and I think he was still a jockey until he was about 60 odd.
Yeah.
Still riding. Yeah, he was a flat racer, weren't he? Lester Piggott. Everything done about extremists. Everything the Queen has is due to the Opium Wars, and it's all stolen anyway. All property is theft, really. Didn't Michael Fagan shag the Queen? Michael Fagan's the guy who famously broke into Buckingham Palace and had sat on Queen's bed and had a chat with her for a bit.
The Queen wishes he did.
Sorry?
The Queen wishes he did.
Her glorious majesty. Tit and Bum Tabloid, Her Glorious Majesty is still alive, you bunch of Republican heathens. I thought you were going to say you reptilian. I thought that said reptilian heathens. Oh dear.
It was like Charlie Ward and that ilk who were going around talking about all that bullshit, and he was a prime promoter of Nisara Gisara. And do you know what? I have another story tonight about proof of Nisara Gisara.
What's Nisara Gisara?
Oh, this whole sort of like quantum financial system, which is going to be ushered in, and we're all going to be fucking rich, and we're all going to be able to claim off our fucking accounts, which have been sort of like registered on the birth certificate. You know, all this fucking shit, man. You know, the wiping of the debts and all that sort of crap. Like, you know, so we have a fucking first proof that Nisara and Gisara is. I'll park that there.
Okay, all right then. Well, whenever you're ready, you can whichever one you want to go into.
No, that's grand, because I was just enjoying your little warm up, because you're keeping up with the chat there, because we've gone to we've gone fucking loads of places already in the first half hour, and the chat just seems to be hopping. So, I could start right. Because somebody asked last Friday about Costa Rica. Was it last Friday they asked about Costa Rica? And Costa Rica did come onto my fucking radar there during the week. So basically, Costa Rica recently elected president abolishes the country's COVID-19 Jabberwocky mandate. And at I seen the press conference, it was quite interesting. On the 3rd of August, President Rodrigo Chavez stated, "As of today, the Jabberwockies are not mandatory, and therefore any action taken against anyone who does not want to be Jabberwockied is an action that is against the law." And it is reported that upon taking office on May the 8th, that Chavez administration requested that COVID-19 Jabberwockies would no longer be mandatory. However, the National Vaccination and Epidemiology Commission recommended that the obligation be maintained for workers in the public and private sector. The president is reported to have said during the press conference that his position is fundamentally that people have freedom of choice, and that Costa Rica's people are not cattle that you beat with a piece of wood and forced to get Jabberwockied. So I can't remember anymore who asked about, who said, have I been following Costa Rica? Well, now I am following Costa Rica, and that's what I got there just a couple of days ago. Very, very interesting story, man.
It's interesting, but it's not really a move forward, is it? It's not like he's saying don't take it. What he's saying is it's not mandatory now. that's not really a very big move because it's not mandatory in most places. It isn't mandatory.
No.
So it is a move in the right direction. I agree with you, but
in
I'd
Costa
be much
Rica,
more happy if they were coming out and saying, we've all been suckered.
yeah, but like it's like it's down to free choice, free will. It's like when it comes to the Jabberwockies, we probably would have been okay if we hadn't done a mass Jabberwocky campaign, and we only protected the vulnerable, because there does seem to be some sort of effectiveness in short term in the Wockies in reducing serious illness. But we have problems because we've done it to everybody. We have a serious problem where we are putting pressure on the plague to evolve to be more virulent and more dangerous. So, do you know what? If they had stuck to just protecting the vulnerable, we might have been all right. That's the way I'm. I'm trying to learn this. I'm learning more and more every day about these, about virology and stuff like that. And do you know what? It makes sense that the problem is not the jab, it's the mass campaign. That's what's causing the problem. And I mean, I have a serious story to cover out of Germany. I don't know if you probably haven't been keeping up with Germany, but I have one or two serious stories coming out of Germany about the numbers they're finding on the injuries and like what's been going on there. So let's see if I can find them up. But yeah, I wanted to hit on this. I'll find them up in a little while, right? But this Don't Pay UK, right? Have you been following Don't Pay UK?
As soon as I heard it, it rang an alarm bell with me. It's that catchiness, it's that bollocks that they employ, build back better. Do you understand what I mean? It stinks of corporate fingers all over it in some form.
That seems to be what I'm following a channel it's Scottish lads, UNN. I don't know if you're familiar with them. I think they're only new. They just started up and they've been reporting about their connections to big corporate interests and to socialist ideologies and exactly what you says to the Build Back Better crew, right? And I think during the week now, let's see who put this out now. This who is it? I can't remember. But anyway, I'll just go. Do not engage with Don't Pay UK. I think this was from J.R. Roberts. J.R. Roberts. Are you familiar with the J.R. Roberts show?
I'm not, no.
No. Very, very good show. Quite interesting at times. So this is what he's saying. Do not engage with Don't Pay UK. Anything that is being pushed through mainstream should be avoided. It is evidently another controlled psyop to get everyone thinking they are standing against the system. If you were going to stop paying, and why would you wait until October the 1st? Did you know you do not have to pay? And this is where I'm getting back to hints of Webby tonight, right? Did you know you do not have to pay for electricity, gas, or water? Utilities like water, gas, and electricity are supplied by the national grid, not your third-party supplier, and they can never be cut off. The national grid have a contract with government, and they will not breach that contract. We already fund the national grid through tax we pay. It's already paid for, he says. A billing company, your supplier, cannot cut off without court action because they simply do not supply it. However, they try to overcome this by installing prepay/smart meters. If you have a smart meter, then the supplier could potentially disconnect your supply remotely without needing access to the meter. However, the meters themselves are not owned by the billing company. So just pay a gas electricity engineer to remove their meters and have your own analog meter fitted. They cannot apply to the court for a warrant as it is your property and no longer theirs the second theirs is removed. They will immediately see you are no longer using them as a third party, that will stop any contact you have with them. Goes on to say, energy and water companies provide metering and billing services and are committing fraud if they do not have a contract with the customer signed by an authorized signatory on behalf of the company. This is covered by Section 44 of the Companies Act 2006. And he continues, Section 4, 2 of the Fraud Act 2006 covers fraud by abuse of position when the billing company deliberately omits the authorized signature from the contract. And he finishes up with it, they cannot legally sign it because they don't supply the water, electricity, gas, so they cannot make a contract with you. Now, that's why I said I had this mad story and hints of Webby. Does that not sound like Webby?
Well, it's so yes, it does.
I
It's
can't,
but I think Webby would have a different way. You say it's already been paid for. It's bills of exchange. It's all you're doing is balancing the books by giving them some money, by promising to pay. We currency because that's all it is. Is it's a promise, isn't it? But the problem I've got with it is that with this particular one is it's come from fucking nowhere. It seems to have got a ton of traction, and we know that nothing goes viral anymore on its own. Nothing goes viral anymore on it, so it's not allowed. That just doesn't happen. These viral videos, they're not viral. They're just pushed by all these fucking influencers and all this fucking shit. I saw an article. And I only read the headline and then the header bit, but it essentially was saying that Martin Lewis, that fucking dickhead Martin Lewis, but even he was saying don't get involved with that, and I'd agree with that. Don't get involved with it. If you're going to do something, do it locally, do it do yourself, your own thing. If everybody does their own thing, you see, if they'll know everybody who's wants to be affiliated with this don't pay thing. They'll know everybody. They'll know exactly who they are, and they'll just get switched off. They will. They can't, and they do. They do. Believe me, there's a video of them breaking into this house to change the fucking meter, smashing the way into this house, using coppers to smash their way into this house to fit the prepayment meter. Now, it wouldn't have mattered what I did. Wouldn't have mattered at all. What I said. It didn't matter how illegal it were because I tried to report it, and the police just said, "Oh well, no, I'm not putting you through to anybody." The woman on the how it's the desk now, isn't it?
Did they tell you? Did they tell you it was a civil matter?
No. They just said no. They've got all the things. They've done everything right. So we're not listening to you. And I couldn't get anywhere. I literally could not get anywhere. And that is what's going to happen to everybody. Everybody who does this, that is going to happen to them, and they're going to be made an example of, and then everybody who sees that example is going to go, "Whoa, fucking hang on a minute!" Like he says, pay something, cancel your direct debit if you can't afford your direct debit. Pay something, as long as it's something, whatever you can afford. If you're paying something, then it's more difficult for them. But just to stop paying. Well, I've done it. I've been there, mate. I've been there. I've done it. So
we've all had various experiences, like testing out these technologies, I believe, Jason. And some people have very varying degrees of success and failure. Like mine was quite spectacular, but that's another story. But I totally agree with what you're saying, because when you start to mess around with these contracts, so if you cancel your direct debit, right, then you'll probably get a notice from whatever company it is, the gas company, the electricity company. Just ask them to send you a bill, right, and then start paying them whatever you can afford. Send them whatever you can afford, as long as it's not going to leave you hungry, and at least you're being honorable in your contracts. You are not showing that you're belligerent and that you're not willing to pay, and in a court of law, that does have standing. You know, if you're willing and show a willingness to honor your contract, and even if it's only a couple of fucking quid a week, it looks better in the court, and you know. It's like wait till I give you the Nisara Chisara story, man. You just blow your mind, man. But it's but like you know, you're 100% correct. You have to fucking make an offer, and you can't just be a belligerent and say, well, I'm not paying, right? You know, fuck him. You know, just can't do that. That's not how contracts work, man. You have to be able to show honor.
It might be how it should work, and I see that's how it should work, but it isn't. In practice, it isn't going to work like that. It's like the people who are claiming their direct debits back. They're going to have bailiffs at the door. If they don't know how to deal with bailiffs, then that were they're just going to end up in more and more fucking bother. But just you pay whatever you pay, as much as you can, whatever you can. In fact, not even as much as you can. Just pay something, and then at least you're in honour. And when you go into a court, you're in honour, and you're not just, like you said, belligerence don't get you anywhere. It really don't. It's good. It's great. It really makes you feel better, but it's not going to get you anywhere in the long run.
Yeah.
And believe me, there's no more fucking belligerent people than me.
Yeah. Well, Tony's quite correct. Like you're going to be getting this backlog building up. Like, but still, all you got to do, even if it's only a $5 a week, just keep paying the $5 a week, and just that's okay, you know.
Freeman of the Gland. Some things I've never understood, says Tit and Bum Tabloid. I mean, the Freeman of the Land thing has got a bad rap. It's got its place, and if you want to go that, look, I don't even know why I'm fucking saying. This is just advice. I wouldn't stop paying. I'd pay what I could, and then I'd fucking then their position is a lot less. It's a lot less potent to at you. So a judge is going to look better at you as well if you end up in court, which you probably will, trying to stop you from breaking in your fucking house. Which again, I did loads of times, but they still got in. I went to court. I did everything, and they still came and just fucking.
Yeah.
A $5 a week, says James Owens, and before you know it, you're dead.
Yeah, you're not going to worry about your debts once you're dead.
No, exactly. Nobody should worry about your fucking debts anyway. Fuck them.
No, well, I hit you with this Nisara Gisara one, will I? For the
Go on then.
Yeah. Wait till you hear this shit, man, right? So, conspiracy theory, this is the headline, conspiracy theory about New World Order won't save Vancouver home from foreclosure, judge rules. So, when Karen Y. King Liu, sounds like a Chinese name, but told a British Columbia judge that her mortgage debt had been completely forgiven, she invoked a 2-decade-old conspiracy theory about a new world order that had recently resurfaced, right? So, according to the recent BC Supreme Court ruling, Liu appealed a foreclosure order on her Vancouver home on the basis that something called Nisara Gisara had been enacted, and all credit card, mortgage, and other bank debt would be wiped out in a jubilee of forgiveness. She described it as a pending New World Order that has its roots in the United States, Nisara, but has evolved to a global movement, Gisara, to which many countries are signatories, including Canada. Justice Sharon Matthews wrote in her July 12 decision. She asserted that it involves resignation of world leaders, new currencies that will be backed by gold, and a more harmonious and peaceful world where the enslavement qualities of debt will be abolished. So, GSAR and Global Economic Reform Act is supposedly the worldwide version of the law. So, of course, none of this is true, and Lou's arguments had no effect in court. I have not accepted that NISARA GSAR is part of the Canadian legal landscape. I do not accept that Mrs. Lou has proven there is a new world order pending that will end foreclosure proceedings, Matthews wrote. The judge upheld an order granting conduct of sale of Lou's home to the Bank of Montreal and ordered her to pay costs to the bank as well as a second mortgage holder. Illuminati blamed for supposed cover-up. So NISAR was a real proposal for a bill created by an American man named Harvey F. Barnard, who laid out his ideas in a 1996 book entitled Draining the Swamp. I wonder where Trump got that. Monetary and fiscal policy reform. So, so according to the website, it goes on to say that September 11 attacks destroyed computers and data with trillions of dollars of property funds that were supposed to be returned to debtors across the country. Since then, the theory goes all public officials, judges, police, journalists, and anyone else who knows about this error have been subjected to a gag order preventing them from exposing the existence of the supposed new order. It is not mentioned. So basically, right, this chick fell into this fucking trap. And this NISARA, GSARA bullshit, which has been propagated across the internet by the likes of Charlie Ward and Simon Parkes and countless others, right? So this poor dear, you know, and look, it is what it is, man. You know, you just got fucking hoodwinked into believing a load of fucking bullshit. Now you lost your fucking house, and what you going to fucking do about it? You know, go to appeal.
So she's gone in and said, "Look, there's a new world order, and everything's going to be forgiven, and so I should not have my house taken off me." That's the top and bottom of it. So she's what she's done is she stumbled across an Alex Jones podcast from about 20 years ago. Or I tell you what is an interesting one. If you've ever listened to Alex Jones, and you know what he's like, and you know how he's told you all this and told you all that, and he was the one that predicted 9/11, didn't he? Remember that he said that they'll probably try and bring World Trade Center down and and blame it on Bin Laden. Well, if you listen to if you can find it, if you listen to the Prison Planet Infowars show from September 11th, 2001, when it was actually happening, it's completely fucking different. He's not like, well, we knew this. He's actually saying what's going to happen now. And just have a listen to it anyway. Alex Jones, 2001 Infowars, the show from that day. It's quite interesting as a historical document as well, because they're reporting on it as it's happening. Bill Cooper predicted 9/11, yeah, and Bill Cooper, when 9/11 happened, Bill Cooper was on his show saying, "Don't listen to Alex Jones and his ilk." So, Bill Cooper. I think Bill Cooper got shot in November of that year. So, yeah, Alex Jones is full of shit. Oh, by the way, that company makes $800,000 fucking dollars a day on his free show. That's how much his fucking show makes.
Yeah, it's mad. And I had a little bit of an update too, because like I've been reporting on the last couple of weeks, like the court case. And first I thought it was $1.5 million that he was fined, and then the following week it turned out it was $4.5 million that he was fined. But now this week it's $45 million, which he has been fined. But he's never likely going to pay a penny of that, Never likely going to pay a penny of it.
Yeah, 49 I saw, 49 million, I think.
Right, yeah. That could be, it's in around that mark anyway. But the two companies that they are suing, they don't have any assets or nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. It's like they're not actually suing the the main Alex Jones show. They're suing two obscure companies which don't have any holdings or assets or any income at all. So I don't know what's going on there. That's all very fucking shady and weird. What's going on there?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. The whole thing, the whole thing, the incident itself, and the things that have gone on after it, from Anomalies, parents. I saw I saw one on what I think it was some fucking show. It were a morning show, but it got somebody on that would lost the kid and it were a week later they'd lost their daughter at Manchester. Apparently, the Manchester Arena bombing.
Yeah.
And they were on TV and they were smiling and they were smiling and laughing and saying that they were going to get married because in her honor. To honor her, they were going to get married because they were parents, but they weren't married. They were going to get married, and they were all smiley and all this sort of shit. And I thought to myself, you lost your daughter a week ago, right? If I lost my daughter, I'm not fucking. I don't think I'll fucking laugh. I certainly won't be laughing and smiling a week later. Fucking won't be laughing and smiling a week later if I lost a tenner. So never mind my fucking daughter. So it just. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd be cleaning my gun, getting it fucking ready, go to fucking war.
Yeah, so would I. Fucking fuck that. But I just, it's all shit. It's all fucking nonsense. They do these victims. They get these victims that clearly either weren't victims or, family members of victims that clearly aren't as traumatized as we're supposed to be told because. You can tell when somebody's in pain, and I certainly won't be going on TV. Fuck that anyway. Fucking grief's supposed to be private. It's not supposed to be fucking splashed everywhere for shit. People's shit.
That's odd. Yeah, that's an odd story, man.
It is. It is a very, 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 very. Very fucking dodgy story. Tit and Bum Tabloid says they talk about David Icke in the same light. There's nothing impressive about regurgitating other people's speculative work. Interesting points. But you see, they're making a living out of it, and it's there. So why would they not continue to do it? I saw today fucking Gareth Icke, asking about schools because he's want to move house or fucking some other shit. And I thought to myself, this couldn't don't even fucking not got a job or fucking working or out. He's just doing a silly show and making money out of it. And if you want to make money out of it, it has to lose everything. It has to lose all its honesty, its integrity. Which is why internet now it's lost all its integrity because it's all about money and clicks and getting this and that and fucking
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because
that one. Hey guys, it's me, from Raconteurs News. You can get my t-shirt $49.99 only at the Raconteurs News store. So it's guys. Hey guys, listen guys. Fuck off, fucking.
I want to urge anybody who's hit the like button to actually hit it one more time. Keep the channel small, tight, nice tight community. We don't need a fucking.
No, we don't want anybody fucking. The people that need us. That's all we want. We don't want everybody. We just want people that need us because some people do need to have a listen to a pair of fucking dickheads. Well, they do, don't they? A couple of times a week. You do. You're sat there and you sat there and you're looking at telly and news is coming on and you're thinking, fucking hell, that fucking what's that come fucking on about? And you want another point of view or another way of looking at things. And this is certainly
ordinary people. Sometimes it's just nice just to listen to what ordinary people are thinking. And, I'm starting to come around to that, like now, rather than listening to the fucking big names all the fucking time. What are ordinary people talking about,
Somebody wants an app that does my spoof voice. Tons of spoof voices. I could make a fortune out of that, but I really just can't be asked. And all that money will come with responsibilities. I'm I'm all right where I am. Momentary moon goddess on Jason's left shoulder. Did you see that? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, she moved. It's right. It's
yeah.
If she moves, yes, it's my wife. She's just gone upstairs. She's probably gone to bed. It is 9 o'clock. It is a bedtime. She's pretty tired and back to work. She went back to work today. So, yes. Night, love. There you go. See? Love you. Oh, I said love you when she flushed toilet. With great girth comes great responsibility. Going to watch them satellites tonight. Oh, what's that one? What's that? Do you know about that? Satellites?
What is the
It is a good job. It is a good job. She's fully clothed. Did you? Some satellites going over or something?
Is the Starlink going across? Hold on. I'll just have a quick check. Starlink tracker.
Yeah.
We'll have a look and see if it's going across tonight.
Chat room says good night. Yeah, she'll be asleep now. Won't take her long. Night, Mrs. Jason says, Paula. Evening, Paula. How are you doing? I hope you're okay, Paula. I hope you're feeling better. A bit under weather for a while. Oh, fuck, I'm fucking losing my fucking bastard bollocks now. It gets to 9 o'clock and I get a fucking dodgy internet connection. It always happens. I don't know what it is about 9 o'clock, but I'm having. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Can you fuck? I don't know if anyone could still hear me. Oh, no, right, okay.
Hear you just fine, man.
My internet goes at 9 o'clock. I don't know why it does it. Every night at 9 o'clock, it just goes fucking funny.
Okay. So, I'm looking at the Starlink. So it's not Starlink,
doing it again. Fucking stupid, wanky internet.
So 8th of August. So we're on the 9th of August here. So there's no time. So it's not Starlink. So I wonder what satellite they're on about. So Starlink doesn't seem like it's going to be very, very bright tonight. So I wonder what satellite he's going on about. Did we lose Jay?
Come on, get fucking up, you cunt. There we go. Is that better? It's the Russians. Why does Jason connect his bollocks to the internet? Yeah. Oh, fuck off. Right. Am I back? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're having a few problems. So you're coming in loud and clear anyway, Jay. Where is he?
No.
So we may have lost Jay temporarily, so let's just give him a little chance just to get back. All right, bro, you got your Ethernet cable in now, have you? No, Jason's dropped off there now just for a bit, so he'll be back in. He'll be back in a little while. So what the hell's going on in the chat? So did we figure out what was the satellites that were going to be going overhead tonight? Having a look back here just to see if I can see any mention of those satellites, Jay. So not getting any updates on it. So I don't think it's Starlink anyway, Jay. I don't think it's Starlink because Starlink looks like it's got its lights on dim at the moment. They do that from. They do that quite a bit. Are we okay now? Are we, Jay?
Yeah, we are. I don't know what it is, but it will be fixed because I'm having that full broadband put in fucking on 24th. So that should fucking cure it. But I don't know what it is, but every night at 9 o'clock, the internet goes funny. It's fucking weird.
Wow.
Yeah, put another shilling in meter. I just had to do that. How are the clangers?
Yeah, that's what you get for following the don't pay UK crowd.
That's it. Yeah, your internet gets cut off. And you know what? That I think as well. I think what is going to happen is smart meters will become routers. That's what I think. I think so that everything connects to your smart meter, your telly, everything connects to your smart meter, and then they can, all that shit, whatever the fucking nefarious shit they want to do. But yeah, the smart meters will become routers in future, and that's the way that they'll get everybody to have one. See, you see, if I worked for New World Order, I'd make a fucking fortune. I'm a great ideas, man. I've got a great good world for ahead.
I'm just wondering how it's working out for the New World Order, because I'm not sure it's going quite the fucking way they planned, man. It's hard to know, isn't it? It's so hard to know with this. Like, I've been following like what's been going on over in America, man. America, what the fuck is going on in America? Did you see what they done to Trump last night?
Yeah, they raided his house, didn't they? Went straight past onto Biden's and raided Trump.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! I mean, come on, what the fuck is wrong with Keystone Cops?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And I'll tell you what, America is on the verge of a fucking civil war, and I'm looking at this fucking playing out here, and maybe it has to be this way. But I'm telling you one thing: they will go to war with Trump if they have to. Clearly, the Democratic Party is on. They've lost the fucking plot, man. They've weaponized the FBI, the CIA, the Fed, and 185,000 new IRS agents now as well too. What the fuck's that about as well? Whatever's going on in America, man, it's really, really fucking dark. And I hope, I've been saying this since I started coming on to this show, that like there's a battle going on inside America. And it's not gone kinetic just yet, but it's about ready to fucking kick the fuck off there, man. And I hope the Patriots win. I really do, because like if we lose America, I think we're all fucked, man. America is the only thing fucking keeping the West afloat now at the minute. And there's going to be no pushback from Europe. Europe is captured. Europe is fucked. And it's starting to look more and more like Europe is going to collapse. And I think the EU should collapse. I'm so delighted. I'm so proud of my English brothers and sisters for getting the fuck out of it. They made it really difficult for you guys. And I'm so fucking proud of you. Really am.
Thank you, but it cost me fucking 68 quid yesterday.
I know, and you're going to have to find a local T-shirt provider, man.
Well, they never said they were in Germany. I found out they're in Leipzig.
They're cunts for lying, man. They're the EU will tell you fucking nothing, man. But I'm so proud of my English brothers and sisters, man. Fucking so proud of you guys. I've been a firm get the fuck out of the EU, dude, for a long fucking time now. And to actually see a country fucking have a bit of fucking gumption and have the gonads, and they fucking fought you, and they're still fucking fighting you, man. Still flooding you with their fucking refugees, man. And it's all part of the same fucking game, man. Fair play to you. I love you, man.
Thank you. I did vote out as well, so you do. Yeah, I did vote in that one. I don't normally vote, but I voted in that one because I wanted that. It's like all else. If you get something that it gets too big on any level, if it gets too big, it loses its integrity. So the EU's lost its what we were told it were first started for. We know now that this was the plan all along. But what we were told at the first point, we're a common market. It was just going to be where we could trade with each other without barriers. That's simple. And then they wanted to fucking freely move people around, causing no end of division in societies, or probably all over Europe, who've all got their own problems with what they'd say is problems with immigrants and problems with people from different cultures behaving in a way that is not part of the culture that they're in. So it's anything that's like that. It gets too big, it's gonna fucking collapse. And I'm surprised, to be honest with you, that the United States hasn't collapsed up until this point. And I think it will do. It'll collapse, but it's going to be dependent on what emerges from that collapse, what rises from that collapse. Will it be patriots, or will we just then start again and they just press, like someone put the reset button, they start the reset button and then we'll start again, fucking, and they'll still be trying to fucking do all this shit to us. So it's all about ducking and diving and getting through life. We are having any of the cunts fucking giving you too much shit. Everyone just, if you want to just be left alone, you can't be, can you?
No,
You can't be. I mean, do you want? What about Uri Geller's bought an island off Scotland, and he's made it's a sovereign micronation now, and he's looking for people to form a football team because he wants a football team. So I don't know how big it is, but if there's good internet there and bins get collected.
I'm not a great footballer, but I'll sign up.
I could be a bit of a fucking gimmick, could I? International one-legged footballer.
You could be the goalkeeper.
Here we go. Hey, good evening to AD. How you doing, mate? Saw him earlier on. All set for next week, mate. Looking forward to it, actually. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, so he says satellites are not in space. They are hung beneath from balloons. Air balloons, weather balloons, though. We're always told that. They always got weather balloons on the mind, haven't they, all these people?
Yeah.
What's it called, Jace? Is it called microjunesia? No, he's not called microjunesia. He's Israeli, isn't he, Uri Geller? Yeah, he's an Israeli. He's Israeli. He used to work for Mossad, didn't he? Doing all this stuff at CIA, and so he says anyway. Fucking hell. If you're doing that shit for CIA, you're not telling anybody.
No, indeed not.
I promise you that. Yuri Bella won't stand a chance when China wants it. Yes, exactly. I don't even know how big this island is because they were talking about it on radio today. And they were saying if you got a football team, they're probably going to lose a lot of balls because, you kick ball out of play and it goes off into the sea.
Well, have they not figured out how to make nets in Russia yet? No, or Israel?
No, I think, but the net don't cover the entire fucking thingy, does it? Only covers goal area. So
no, but you got these big giant nets that you can have. Like we have them here, like for Gaelic football. Like they're massive fucking things because we don't just kick at the goal. Like we kick for points as well too. So you got under the bar and over the bar, right? So you got these big, massive fucking nets, man.
Brilliant. Yeah. Well, anyway, Yuri Geller, if you want to go and live on Yuri's island, or just play fucking football for him, and then that as your residence. I wonder what you see. They'll be using it as non-dom status, won't they? Someone's got non-domicile status because they live on Yuri Geller's island. Yuri Geller's island. Yuri Island. Fucking hell. Yuri Island. That's what we should call it.
It sounds to me like a fucking refueling station for Russian subs.
It does. Webby's in chat. Good evening, Webby. I hope you're all right, mate. I hope you're all right. Long time no see. Good vibes to you, says Paula. And everyone's welcoming Webby into the chat room. See, everybody loves you, Webby.
Good to see you back, bro. Good to see you back, man.
Tax-free Geller State, says Bandit Buster. Yes. Yuri Geller State. Yeah. It's a very interesting one, that, isn't it? Very interesting. There's got to be something behind it. You don't just buy an island to put a football team on it and make it. It's not going to make any money, is it? Not going to old locals because I think it must be deserted. It might have a few sheeps and that.
I'll tell you what, if I had connections like that, like between Israel, China, and Russia, I'd be putting radar stations and stuff like that. They'd probably be much more lucrative. Like But like a football team could be a nice front for a radar station. You know, you could have your goalposts. Your goalposts could be maybe they're playing Gaelic football, and the two big pointy things like they could be like massive big radar antennas, like disguised as football posts.
I do hope you're drunk, Webb, says Tit and Bum Tabloid. Hey, Tit and Bum, be a bit less cheeky. And Robertson as well. Good evening, Robert, mate. I hope you're enjoying your holiday. He's camping, so he'll be sat in his tent now, with wind lashing from sides, eating a can of soup from a cold can of soup, with a fork. Oh, okay. Tony's posted an image on Telegram, so I'm going to have to download that. You carry on talking to them. Just get my phone so I can send that to you.
Right. Well, no worries, man. I just wanted to, because we've got one more sovereign story, right? We have this Antonio Marudo over here in Ireland, an Italian in origin, right? So, and he's called the anti-vaccine extremist. Antonio Marudo was jailed in the north last week for 7 nights on motoring offences, but was released 3 days later after he paid a £550 pound sterling fine. So Antonio, like, for anybody who's been following him, he's following the common law, and he's been given the cops hell. He's been giving everybody hell over here. So basically, like, he was driving around without any decorations on his car. But they carry on to say here, Marudo is closely associated with the Ballybuffet-based Coof conspiracy group, the Common Law Centre, right? So the Common Law Centre in Donegal is now a COVID conspiracy group, right? So that's quite like an interesting way to sort of lead off an article. So like Marudo, who represented himself, told District Judge Barney McElhoham he was going to the Court of Common Law. He repeatedly interrupted the judge, who told him that such a court doesn't exist. It is in your mind. He was also warned to stop shouting. So Judge McElholm eventually said the defendant had not challenged the statements and so was convicted. He added that not only was the registration incorrect, it was also a fake registration. He fined Marudo $550 and his address was outside the jurisdiction because Antonio, he lives in Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland, and he imposed an immediate warrant, meaning the penalty held had to be paid immediately or Marudo would face 7 days in custody, and he was jailed. However, the court service in Northern Ireland confirmed later that the fine was paid, and it was paid last Thursday, from what I can gather. So Antonio put this post, he put this article up on his Telegram channel, and he had a little message afterwards that there was a video to follow. So I'm waiting for this video to surface. Perhaps he has something more to add to it. Like, so I'm trying to learn his process. Like, he does seem to know his stuff. Like, but this is where he's coming into confrontation with the existing Crown legal system now at the moment. So I'm kind of curious to see how this kind of plays out, and I'm following this case very, very closely. I'd love to get him on. I'd love to get him on for a chat and stuff about the common law but we'll wait for a little while. We'll just see how this plays out. I want to see this video that he's going to come out, put up at some stage, hopefully soon, explaining more about what was going on with this Northern Irish case. So that's just another sovereign case, another common law case that was on my radar. Like, it's kind of like the motif for tonight, Jay. You know, it's kind of weird.
It is. So I didn't get any of that, by the way.
Did you not? Okay,
Sorry.
Okay. Hopefully the chat.
I got bits of it, but if there's somebody if you want to invite somebody on, invite them on. That's not a problem at all.
Oh yeah, well, I've no intention of inviting him. I want to wait and see how he I don't want to bring somebody on who's going to just who doesn't have sort of like a sound footing in sort of like being successful uh, in this particular field. Like I want to see how it plays out first, right? So, I mean, we're all familiar with Robert Sproul. Robert Sproul is constantly fighting up in Scotland. Great chap, but he has mixed successes. Like it's touch and go with Robert. Like sometimes he has successes, and then sometimes he gets hammered down. Like so, but he carries on the fight though.
Well, we've all got to, haven't we? I'm sorry, I'm just fucking trying to get this picture that Tony. I've had to email it to myself. I don't use this computer. I don't use it for anything else. So there's no other crap on it. So
there you go. Dennis's sister lives in Ballybuffet, Jimmy. It's from Dinny.
No, right, here you go. Here we go. This is
Uni is asking Jason, what about me?
What about him? What?
I don't know.
If he wants to get a guest on, get a guest on, man. Get him on. Tell him to come on. And well, you can come on with us, and I'll host it. If you want to be part of the team, Uni, you've got to fucking move myself. Oh, fuck off. Anyway, you've got to. You'll be all right. If you want to get somebody on, get them on, and we'll bring them on. And I've not been able to check the guys' content because I have fucking honestly been run off my feet. Absolutely run off my feet. Well, my foot.
Oh god, that's funny.
I've been so fucking busy. But here we go. This is what Tony's just sent for us, and so it's a little bit of thing. Which one are you? Which one of the Teletubbies are you?
Oh my god, look at me. I don't know who's that fucker. Who the fuck is the purple cunt? I hope he wasn't too fucking weird.
Look at me, I'm fucking Horace. Oh dear. Fucking so god, Neil Sanders is right. I don't even know them. What's the names? I know names, but I don't know which one's which. Which one are you?
I don't know, man. I'm just the purple dude. The purple one. It's very, very rainbow coloured now. It's a bit too rainbow now for my liking,
Too many specky cunts, he says. There's only Sanders who ain't got his specs on. I like Neil Sanders, man. I like Neil Sanders. I like him. He's a good bloke. We might not agree on a lot of things, but I do like him. It's good to talk to people you don't agree with. There you go. That's brilliant. That'll see the light of day again, no doubt, because non-violent extremist Tony is fucking brilliant at that. So let's remind ourselves of last week's.
Yeah. I have to say, Putin is looking the most sexy full of the whole lot. Like,
Dipsy's yellow. Okay, Dipsy's yellow. That's what we know that. Taylor is Dipsy.
Who's purple? Who's purple?
Poe is red. So Neil Sanders is Poe. Jimmy is your Tinky Winky.
Oh man.
So who's fucking Lala then? Who's Lala then? If that's a processor, Dinny's Lala then, isn't it? Dinny's Lala, yeah. Dinny's Lala. And I'm Horace. The fucking son. That kid who was in that sun picture. Oh, you got your pussycat.
Pussycat. Came up to say hello. They don't often come in.
Lala and his pussycat here. Oh dear. I thought Lala was yellow. So, we're going to have a Teletubby based fucking argument in the chat room now.
The Teletubby Wars.
The Tubby Wars. Yeah. Oh, do you know, that is amazing. That is actually fucking funny because we bought a fucking new vacuum cleaner, right? And so yesterday I were putting it together, I got it out of the box and I was like putting it together and she said to me, I said, fucking hell, I said, this new is fucking really fucking difficult to put together because they had an over, didn't they, on Teletubbies called new. And I was saying to my missus, this new we've got is a fucking great pain in the arse to put together. So like, yeah, I've got a new, and now I'm king of all the Teletubbies. Oh, not custard sucking machine. Oh, is it a custard sucking machine? Does it suck custard? No, it's not. It's me new. Oh, I'll show you one a bit. I'm not kidding. See, there's one at bits. One at bits to it. See, so I'm not kidding. I did that. We've got a new, and yesterday I said to my missus, this fucking new is a right fucking pain in the arse. And then this happens tonight. See, that's my life in a fucking nutshell. Things just like, click there together. I'll tell you another thing. I spoke to my mum. I spent some time with my mum over the weekend, which I've not done for a long time. And she said, we were talking about, I think we got on the days of the week that we were born. And I mentioned our Tuesday and yada, yada, yada. And my mum said, I thought it was Thursday. I said, no, definitely Tuesday, unless you're fucking lying. And I said, my missus said to her, did you have any cravings when you were pregnant with him? And she said, dandelion and burdock. That was the only thing that I craved, with dandelion and burdock. And isn't that funny? Because me and my mum have not spoken really at length for a number of years. And she'd never mentioned that before. When I stopped drinking, dandelion and burdock is what were my go-to drink to stop me from drinking. So that's my life. This is what happens to me in my life. All these things just like all seem to fit together. Yes, it was good to see my mum anyway. Really were good to see my mum. Took her out for a meal, and we had a really nice dinner at an Italian place. So my mum and dad and me and my missus. Yeah, there we go. 1 hour and 26 minutes. Jimmy, shall we invite some people on, or do you want to? Your
show, Jay. Whatever you want.
No, it's your show as well. See, this is. I think we got people were blowing smoke up his arse last week, weren't they? I mean, it were pretty good. I think last week is when we like I said to you afterwards, that it weren't my show with you on it, with Jimmy on it. It became our show. I think that was when that happened last week. Yeah. So it's your show as well. So whatever you want to do.
Please invite people on.
Let's get some people on. Yeah. I bet Uni comes on.
I wonder.
It's last half hour. I'm not on Friday, and I'm not on next Tuesday. Jimmy's going to be on Friday. We don't know what's going to happen next Tuesday. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't be. But I'll just pop that in there. If you want to come on. And Webby, if you don't feel like coming on, mate, when we're finished, a group of us hang about have a bit of a chat. So if you want to come on, then there's just going to be people there that you know, friends and stuff like that, people who know you. So if you want to come on, then please do, mate. All right. So anyway, anybody want to come on? Just put it in. There we go. Look what happens.
No. Why would he do that?
Why did you do it? Go out and change your fucking name, dickhead.
Yeah, I'd make him go out and change.
Go out and change your name. Right, there you go.
That'll do.
You can change your name in the middle of a call.
I know you can, but I was telling you to go out and do it, so you didn't follow my orders. There you go. Yo, we'll put you back in. What do you want to say, anyway?
Oh, yeah, freaking, well, nice to see Webby and 80 back.
Yes, it is. It is nice to see Webby and 80 in chat. We've got we've got nearly all the former and current Raconteurs news presenters in. We've got Robert in. We've got Jimmy's obviously on. I'm here. Webby's in. 80's in. Anybody else? Anyone I forgot?
What about me?
You, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you're T-boy at the moment.
Wow. I'm the guy that carries everyone's bags into the field, basically. I'm the water boy.
Yes, you're the water boy. Yeah, T-boy. Anyway, come on, say something interesting. Otherwise, I'm just going to boot you off.
Wow, that's so messed up. But yeah, I got another guy who wants to come on. He's from BitChute, and he's got talks about various topics. And he said that he's up for. He said that his schedule is pretty free, and but
Doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good, mate.
so judgmental.
Who is it anyway? Who is it?
Let me check his name. It's Jim Rizzoli. That's his name.
Jimmy, and what's he? What did you say he's doing? What's he do?
He does topics on. He does talks on various topics like nationalism and stuff like that.
Right. Oh no, I don't want any of that crap on. Now get something a bit lighter. We don't want somebody coming on saying fucking look. We've had all that shit. It's all fucking nonsense. Let's laugh at it. Let's listen to it. Let's make sure we know what's going on and we don't fucking take his eye off football. But I don't want to go back to fucking National Socialism. It's an old concept.
Not just about National Socialism.
Well, what does he want to talk about then? Tell me what he wants to talk about.
Well, we could talk about really anything, honestly. Like, and I said nationalism. That doesn't necessarily equal National Socialism. That's a different thing.
Does he know anything about the new Prime Minister of the actually got an update? I must. Does he know anything about the potential next Prime Minister of Italy? Is anybody aware of what's going on in Italy?
Oh yeah, Italy's getting a new prime minister because Mr. Mario is got the sack.
He didn't. He quit.
Yeah, basically got the sack.
How can you get sacked and quit at the same time?
He basically got indirectly sacked because there's no way that he was going to stay there.
Well, yeah, but that's what happens to them all, though, isn't it? I mean, if he quits, people do that. If they don't quit because they're happy in the job, they're going to get sacked. What we're looking at here, Jim?
This is the woman who's tipped to be the next Prime Minister of Italy. Her name is Giorgia Meloni, right? So she is tipped to be the next prime, and she is a nationalist, right? So she was out speaking there in Spain there last week, like, and some of the rhetoric now is kind of positive, like, you know. So what she was saying, like, it's so trendy here again. Andalusia, she was down in Andalusia. No survey, no talk show, not even those who are. Let's see, what was she saying? There was. So she's saying like that sooner or later, Vox will be the first party in Spain. Vox is going to be a right-wing party coming up in Spain too, and what she is saying is that like there is going to be yes to the natural family, no to LGBT lobbies. Yes to sexual identity, no to gender ideology. Yes to culture of life, no to void of death. Yes to University of Cross, no to Islamist violence. Yes to safe borders, no to mass immigration. Yes to people's sovereignty, no to Brussels bureaucrats. And yes to our civilization and no to those who want to undo it. So this lady, right, is this the face of the new Europe that's coming out, right?
Who's that? What's her name?
Her name is Giorgia Meloni. There you see it there, Giorgio Meloni.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, she's not going to go anywhere. I'll tell you now, not a fucking anywhere. Do you know who she reminds me of?
Who?
Remember that fucking Tory MP, Louise Minch? Fucking right piece of work. Fucking stunning to look at, but you know, as you know, beautiful. But a proper fucking piece of work, and she's ended up in Midland, nowhere politically anyway, as far as I know.
Yeah, well, this woman seems to be like she's going to be the front runner, and she's got the backing of the two next coming up parties, so they're going to have a majority by the looks of it. So we'll see how it plays out, but I'm hoping for a drastic change in Europe. I'm hoping and praying. You guys in England have started this. and let's get this fucking job done. Let's get this fucking EU dissolved. If that means we have to go to fucking nationalism, let's go to fucking nationalism. Let's break this fucking EU over bureaucratic bullshit fucking system to fucking pieces. Let's shoot it through the fucking head.
Yeah, let's fucking do that. Listen, Asbar, we drag in Bear Grylls.
Ugh,
There he
I'm
is.
freezing my fucking nuts off here. It's fucking freezing.
Are you eating a can of tomato soup with a fork?
Yeah, I've had a pot noodle. I've a cold pot noodle. I've had some shitty food. It's been absolutely dreadful here, camping in Dorset. It's dreadful.
You've had no food.
Yeah, no food at all. It's terrible. You don't know how to survive when you camp, Jason. It's dreadful.
Well,
Yeah.
Seriously though, is that what you're doing? Are you doing it like survival camp? You fucking
No, of course I'm not, you dick.
I don't know. Some people are fucking weird. You think it's right good to go out and do fucking
I am on one of these greener campsites. I'm surprised actually I got on because I didn't think I'd be able to get on because of I'm actually in a valley. Honestly, I feel like I'm below sea level where we are. It's a beautiful setting, but you freeze at night. It's this heat that we've got right now. Honestly, you go to bed and you're wearing about 5 layers.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
That's what happens when you got no cloud cover, because when you have lots of cloud cover, you obviously have no cloud cover at all. So like it gets very, very cold with no cloud cover.
Exactly, Jimmy. Exactly. You're spot on this. When was the last time anyone went camping then? Jason?
Never.
Last year, I think, for me.
Never been.
Jason, you've never been fucking camping. Fuck off.
It just never. I just never thought. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I've been fucking working right hard, and I'm knackered and everything, and I'm fucking feeling fucked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in a fucking field in some fucking instead of sitting in my own house, right? That at least it's got walls and a ceiling and entertainment and things to keep me distracted. I'd fucking go mental, honestly. I would.
Right.
I'd go fucking mental, and I'm.
What's she say? Who was that?
Who was that?
Who was that?
Weren't me.
Oh, I don't know.
It's my cat. It couldn't be my cat, shouldn't it?
No, it was somebody saying something.
I thought I
It
heard
was
it.
like somebody from the.
Jason, you've just got your caravan, yeah?
Yes, Robert. Yeah, which is private and personal.
Yeah. I apologise. Sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry. Beg your pardon.
It's all right. I've got a caravan. Yeah.
No, my point is that if you go caravanning or anything like that, I think it's more about just getting back to the earth. Would you agree, Jimmy?
How come you didn't light a fire tonight? Out and light a campfire?
They're not allowed. You're not allowed to down in Dorset. They've banned them.
That's not camping, man. When I go camping, I light a goddamn fucking campfire. That's where the heat comes from at night, and that's why when I go camping, like, don't sleep in a tent, sleep around the campfire.
Jimmy, we chose this place because we could have campfires, and they've banned them. They banned them. The council have banned them because they're afraid that there's going to be fires and God knows what. Well, honestly,
I suppose you guys you are suffering a kind of a heat wave over there at the moment in England. So I suppose, yeah, there's probably good reason to, but like if it was done carefully, like it should be fine, it should be fine. It's not that easy to stop a crazy fire breakout, with a little bit of care and attention, like to have and the campfire. So it sounds a bit stupid, like. Sorry, but
honestly, it's crazy, but because like you don't you have to have it in a safe area and everything, and so I don't see why you can't have it. But the problem with the people that are running the campsite, if they allow you to have a campfire, and one of the people that stand on the campsite goes and tells the council, they could get in trouble with their license. So they have to do just a complete ban because that's what the council have asked them to do.
So you should tell them that, like, also that Germany have sort of ruled that wood is now green.
Yeah. What about you, Uni? Have you ever camped
No, never before.
in your bedroom? Have you camped in your bedroom, Uni?
I bet he's camped in his. I bet he's been tenting a few times in his fucking when he's been like at night or right afternoon or in morning.
Yeah, I mean, if my room counts, yeah.
Oh, so how's it going then? Is it really seriously? What you been? Is there much around? Have you been sightseeing and stuff like that?
Yeah. We're only about an hour from Bournemouth, and it's beautiful. Been down on the beaches, and it's been absolutely fantastic. It really has. So yeah, it's been lovely. We've done a bit of both. Like we've done like some hotel and some camping. So 3 nights camping, and then we're going to do another hotel again tomorrow. So just mixing it up, mix and match a bit. But it's about really getting back to when you put your feet on grass, you re-earth, and the same with when you go onto a beach, isn't it? You're re-earthing yourself. I'm bringing my health stuff into it already. There you go. So you're just connecting back with the earth again and everything. So it's just nice just to do that and just to hear the silence. And honestly, woke up. One of the worst things about camping, obviously, is if you've got to go to the loo in the middle of the night. But one of the best things is, especially if you're in the valley, you just do that. You look up and you go, fucking hell. And you see the most amazing stars because it's so dark, And I heard what Jimmy was saying about, or you guys were saying about some satellites or something.
Starlink, I think we're called, aren't they?
No, somebody mentioned satellites.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is, shall I? It's somebody, right, in like some silent aircraft dragging a fucking big fucking like fucking love beads along fucking sky, fluorescent love beads on fucking like string. That's all it is. It's not fucking Starlink satellites.
I'll do a report from Dorset if I see any satellites, and I always, whenever I camp, I always see weird things going. I'm not into satellites personally. I don't know. Someone else said it. I don't think satellites exist myself. I think they are balloons, but you do see some odd things sometimes when you're camping because it's so dark, and you see things like going over like what looks like moving stars. Just very, very slowly, really, really odd. And when I've camped in Exmoor before, which is one of the best places. It's the darkest skies, apparently, in the UK, one of the darkest skies in the UK. I've seen some really odd stuff where it's been like, you've seen a flashing light, what looks like a star just suddenly appear and it flashes and then it appears somewhere else. And again, you can't see stuff like that because normally, you've got too much pollution, light pollution from wherever you are, the street lights and everything. So that's one of the wonderful things about camping, that you can get that experience of seeing a sky that's properly dark,
Yeah. I did. When I was a kid, I remember being a kid, and we were a bunch of lads that we had a fucking Subuteo league. I'm talking when we were 14, and we had a Subuteo league. We were around at one at lads' houses. And we'd have nights where we'd just play league, and we had a proper league. We'd play each other, and it'd be a proper league. It'd be over a number of weeks, and what have you. And we used to walk each other home, right? Because we'd finish like 11 o'clock at night, and we're only 14, so we'd walk each other home, and whoever's house it were, he'd walk dog. And so we'd always see them, it's like satellite. We'd see like lights going across the sky every night. Lights going across the sky. We used to say satellite, but I just don't believe in them now. Yeah, I just think the lights.
Yeah, that's what my brother used to say. He used to say, "Oh, that's a satellite," and now I question it myself. I really do, But I'll look out if I can see anything tonight. If there's any odd lights or anything like that.
I always thought, right, that the whole purpose of a satellite, and in order for it to work. I thought they had to be in geostationary orbit, so they'd actually just be in the same place, and move along with the Earth. Because I know that's what sky satellites do. They're in geostationary orbit. Yeah. That's why you can hit a satellite whatever time of day it is. So
Yeah.
I don't see the point of the moving ones apart from the. I think they're more like spy drones or something like that, perhaps. You know, drones that are taking pictures, going other places.
I thought that. Yeah, or they could be those Google Earth things, couldn't they? You know.
Yeah, but they don't have to be all from satellites, do they? I mean,
no,
you get
absolutely.
A satellite image, and you'll see it's fucking better than it's better. A satellite image is better than like this image that we've got here. You can get a better image. You can see things a lot better. But like, you get a fucking CCTV, you can't make anybody's fucking face out, can you?
Yeah.
All this, it's all fucking weird. It's all weird stuff. It's all weird. Oh dear.
So, well, can I just say, whilst I'm here, well done, Jimmy, for your show on Friday. Well done. It was good. It was a bit. It's really odd, isn't it, Jimmy? Talking to yourself.
And you know what? It's fucking. It is actually rather good that it's not me for a change that's got us into trouble.
Yeah. What? Was that trouble? What? Because it has an age restriction.
I'm always kidding. I'm just trying to. I'm winding him up.
Yeah. Bit of an age restriction going on there. You've got to be over 18 or something, isn't it? Or 16 or something. Ridiculous, really.
Not really. You just have to sort of like agree that it's okay to see gratuitous violence that even our Dinny couldn't even tolerate. So it was. I tell you what, I keep thinking about that. Like there was some gruesome footage in there. Imagine like those people in Brazil taking the law into their own hands, and they don't have guns, like, but they've got fucking cars.
Exactly.
Somebody put in chat earlier on that it was the guy who broke his leg. That was the cringy one, and he was trying to
that was a bit cringy.
Oh,
yeah, that was a bit.
I turned it off at that point. I had to turn it off.
Did you give a warning, Jimmy? I can't remember.
I said no.
I think maybe just give a warning next time. You can put up a little, something little card saying.
I've actually learned that YouTube will do the warning for me, so I'm covered.
So, Jason, you're not in Tuesday?
No, I'm not in Tuesday. No, I'm taking AD away.
Oh, nice one! Excellent. Well, maybe Jimmy will do the show, or maybe it'll be me and Jimmy. Maybe, who knows?
Or maybe me. What about me?
Or maybe. Oh, Uni, what? You got some material for us?
I got some guests who want to come on.
No, we don't always want to guess.
Listen, I can't leave you here. You know what I mean? It's like leaving. It's like if I left Watson in house and went away for a fortnight. I don't know what I'm going to fucking come back to, do I?
Uni would burn the show down, wouldn't he, Jason?
He would. I'd come back and I'd fucking come in here and it'd be all smashed up.
How can it?
Screens will have been fucking smashed up.
I'm not 5 years old. I'm not gonna burn the house down.
Fucking you suck. You suck.
I nearly fucking burnt it down, and that was even unintentional.
That's what it'll be. Fucking swastikas all over walls. There'll be a fucking swastika in corner where RN used to be.
Do you fancy doing the show, Jimmy, or not?
Absolutely.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's like I came in to help Jay, so we will definitely cover his ass as best we can.
Maybe we should do a bit of both. So rather than me doing a show on Wednesday, that we do a joint show Tuesday to cover. What does that sound like to you, Jason? I don't know.
You can do what you want. I'm gonna fucking not be here. I'm gonna be fucking pissed up with Ada somewhere, hopefully.
But if we end up talking about things that you probably couldn't. That could get you taken off of YouTube. Why not just just live stream the actual talk and then just delete the actual video and post it on a different website? That way, because most of the people that watch the live stream anyway. There's not that many people that watch it afterwards.
How do you know that, Uni?
Well, I mean, I'm just guessing. I mean, Jason, am I right?
Don't guess, Uni, because I have actually seen.
You're guessing wrong, Uni.
Yeah, you have to check back on some of the old shows, and you'll be surprised by what you might find by the numbers.
By the end of the evening, it's normally. I mean, like by the end of Jimmy's show on Friday, there was 120 views. I don't know what you're up to now, Jimmy, but you know. But yeah, well, it's normally.
I saw that your fucking show had got like nearly as much as my fucking Friday show, and I thought, fucking cheeky bastard.
Jimmy's.
No, yours, Robert.
Oh yeah, but that was the first one, wasn't it? The first one.
I thought, you fucking cheeky bastard! You can't overtake fucking me.
I know. What's that all about? My bald head is getting more popular than yours, Jason.
We're all fucking specky twats today, aren't we? All four of them.
I see some of those shows. They're getting 350 views, like, you know, and you know when you think about how many people are in the chat, like, and I mean, there's an awful lot of people actually watch this show, like, but they're not tuned in live. So, you need to go back and check out those numbers a bit, and you might be.
Yeah, honestly, Uni, there are a lot of people that watch it afterwards, you know. So. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got, you know, keep it as it is. Keep it as it is.
Usually tempers out at about 500 views, but lately that's been going down. But algorithm keeps changing, so I'm not bothered.
Well,
you know, we're just missing out on. We're missing out on is people coming in, having a look, and going. You know, perhaps fucking.
Have you had more subscribers, Jason? I don't know because I wouldn't know.
I don't. You know, I don't notice. I don't look. How many have I got?
Yeah, I wouldn't know how you'd look or anything. You know, I know you made me, you know, me and Jimmy administrators, but I just don't know if we've got new subscribers or what. I don't know.
You
won't know. You won't know because, like, you're not an administrator on his YouTube channel. You're actually. Yeah,
just on the StreamYard, isn't it?
You've got some access to StreamYard, so you won't know.
No, I wouldn't know. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I wouldn't know, mate.
Yeah. And you know what? We're going to start a campaign now of discouraging people from liking, sharing, and subscribing, right?
Okay, so I don't say that anymore, then, boys. Yeah.
No.
There's me trying to be all efficient. There's me trying to be all efficient. I had it written out like on my piece of paper, saying, right now, ask people to like.
Like, share, and subscribe because it helps the algos.
And don't say guys.
Oh, God. No, fucking don't say guys. Jesus Christ.
Don't say guys. Guys.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about
that. Here we go. I've got one thing. Yeah, you know this. It goes fucking, it goes weird all the time. But usually it says, like, you know, I've had 30 or 28 subscribers in the last 28 days, right? And at the moment, I've got 1,756 subscribers. We've got 1,756 subscribers. And it says -3 in the last 28 days.
-3.
Yeah. So
that was people, you, Robert. That was you,
three
Robert.
People have died, haven't they? I've lost 3. I'm losing listeners because they're dying.
What was it? Myocarditis? Did it give the reason myocarditis or a stroke? Maybe.
Yeah, watching Raconteurs news gives you myocarditis.
Yeah, that's what I was weird. Yeah.
Wait,
you'll have a heart attack watching the show.
Well, they would have had last fucking Friday. They seen that fucking leg wrapped around the man's neck.
Especially if Uni's on it, you definitely have a heart attack.
Yeah. No, but don't forget, don't like and subscribe to the channel, guys. And then a thing will come up every so often. It'll go click, and then it'll have a little thing in the corner. It fucking bugs arse off me. I fucking turn it up instantly. I don't want to watch that. It's all same fucking thing. First of all, it gives you a little preview of what's going to be going on. Right? Then it does first bit, and then it's but wait to see what happens at end. It gives you a little clip of what happens at end, and so then you watch middle bit, and then fucking end bit. It's all fucking same format. It's same shit, and it's all fucking bait. It's all got like really stupid fucking titles that is nothing to do with it. It's just getting you to click.
I did try and upload the show, my show, Jason, to a different platform, but it just didn't work. I even learned about compression and everything. But
Where
yeah,
are you downloading it from? Are you downloading it from StreamYard?
yeah, and I tried to upload it to brand new tube, but it just didn't happen. It just keeps saying it's.
That happened to me before when I tried uploading something onto BitChute. Yeah, that sometimes happens. I think it's just the player just not wanting to cooperate.
Don't know why.
It also depends on how long the video is you're trying to upload. If it's too long,
Yeah, but it said that you can do a 1 gig up to 1 gig, and I compressed it down to 1 gig, or less than 1 gig, but it still wouldn't upload. So.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because like I don't know, these platforms just they're not high tech like they don't have the same amount of money going behind them as like the big platforms do. So
yeah,
sometimes they don't work as well as they should, even though they say that they can do this. In actuality, you try and it doesn't want to work.
Yeah,
and that's why we want to keep Jay's YouTube kind of not get it banned. We'll do our best not to get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sees me in the street and says, "Are you?" If I've got one of these T-shirts, I go, "Oh, you Jason from Raconteurs News." I go, "Oh, what the fuck are you on about?"
Oh, have we been talking about T-shirts? I missed the beginning of the show. What's happened?
Oh yeah, I've got them.
No, cats, you cunts.
I'm going to send you one.
Fucking thing they do.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, excellent.
What do you want? What do you need? Large or extra large?
Me, I'm a medium.
Oh, yeah.
How dare you? How dare you?
Not large and extra large. Because, like, I don't know. I didn't know what size the T-shirts were going to be. This one I've got on is an extra large, and I think it's probably about right. But then again, I'm
really?
I'm a bit skinny, so a large will do you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So we can me, you, and Jimmy can wear them on the shows when we do our shows. Yeah.
We do what you want with him. Wipe me ass on them for me. I'm just sending them. But yeah, if you worry on the show, yeah, that'd be good.
Well, it's very nice of you to send us one, Jason. Very nice of you.
Part of the team, man. Part of the team. We're a team, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I can't see any chat. I just wanted to say hello to all the chat because I can't see any messages because I'm just on my phone and stuff like that. And it was nice to see Webby back in the chat. So welcome back.
And 80.
So he can't see the chat. So if you want to give some abuse, now is the time.
Yeah, please. Anyone who wants to abuse me, please. Denny, I'm missing your abuse. I'm sure you've been giving me loads of shit, telling me how handsome I am and everything, but I'm sorry I can't give you any abuse back or see your comments right now.
You see. But it'll probably be on afterwards anyway in a couple of minutes because we are getting to the end.
I might stay on then just for a few minutes. If he bothers to come in, I might stay on, and so he can just abuse me live. It'd be nice.
So come here, Jay. With all the old hosts and Raconteurs contributors, like, is this kind of like going to be a defining moment for Raconteurs where we're going to get an expansion of?
No, I told you we don't want to expand. Fuck that.
It's kind of like weird, with all the changes that have been going on the last couple of weeks, like with extra shows and stuff. And
I look at it's not an expanded. It's just that I'm thinking I'm paying through fucking nose for this StreamYard, right? And I'm using it twice a week. And there's no limit to what I can use, right? So I thought I haven't got the time to do shows. Robert, I know, is He can do. I knew he could do his own show because, well, he can't. I could tell from talking to him he could do his own show, and I thought that would be a good idea. So that then he could do his own show on another night. It also gives people more time, opportunities to come and talk to each other in chat room. People in chat, they get together more times. Because I know they do. There's a lot of people go on to listen to other shows, but then it's sort of diluted down a bit because there's not everybody watches every show. So, I just thought that it's a good chance for everybody to be able to get back together more often and more contributions from people. And let's, like I said, you did the 600th show, Robert.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked by that. What did you think about doing a compendulum of old shows, Jason?
Hold on. Where are we now? What number are we tonight?
602.
3.
6:03.
Oh, is it 3?
Friday 4. Tuesday 5.
Ooh.
Wednesday 6. You have to do the Wednesday, Robert. You've got to get the 666.
No, it'd be 606, wouldn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, 606.
No, 606.
Yeah, when
You're
we get to 666.
Right, there'll be competition over this 666, I'm pretty sure.
Uni can do the 666 show.
But you know, Jason, we don't have to talk about national socialism. We can talk about things like Christianity or LGBT. You talk about stuff like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be about the you know what.
About the you know who's.
Yeah.
But no, all right then. Well, listen, we'll talk, right? But you're gonna have to talk. I am really busy at the moment, but we'll talk and we'll get something done. We'll get something sorted. I promise you, right? I've kept you, kept you along, Anna, coming along for the ride. So eventually, I want you to do your own show. So,
just before we go, Jason, any news on Leeds?
No, none. I'm afraid.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
So I can't offer anything. That's it then. That's tonight. It's Tuesday, the 9th of the 8th. I'm trying to look to make sure that it is exactly when how many videos we've done, because I know you were 600, but I can't remember how many that we've done since.
Yeah, well, I did the Wednesday. That was the 600th. Then you did that Friday, right?
Yeah.
Then I did the. Then there was the Tuesday show. Then I did the Wednesday show.
Can
Then
you guys
Jimmy-
see my? Can you guys see my my link in the chat? Not the private chat, but the public
Yes,
chat.
I've seen it. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
anyway, I'm trying. Anyway, 600 and summer. It's with 600 and summer. 606 will be an interesting one, and we'll have to wait for 666 as well. That's going to be the show to end all shows. In fact, I might even finish on 666 shows, just so then the conspiracy will be. I'll be a conspiracy theory. And people will go through my work and be going through and looking for clues. He finished on 666 shows. Oh my God, what is wrong? He's got to have been New World Order all along. Oh.
He was all. We always knew you were MI6, Jason.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
My 6. Anyway, that's it. Cheers, Jimmy.
You're welcome, Jim.
As usual. Brilliant.
Okay. Yeah, I posted. Oh, let me just say this first. I posted my channel link in the public chat. So if anyone wants to like and subscribe, you can do that.
Oh, there you go. Like and subscribe to Eunice's channel, and he'll be
Right,
able to
Dinny,
watch
if you want to come and abuse me, I'm going to stay here for 10 minutes.
Okay, national socialized. You'll be able to get national socialized by Uni in the in his thing if you subscribe. Cheers, Robert, mate. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, and thanks to everyone
Thank you
who's been
very
in
much.
the chat room, and to everybody who's not been in the chat room, and to the people who are listening afterwards. We don't forget, you see, you even got a mention tonight. So you are part of this. So
We love you so much. We dial in from campsites.
There you go. And like I say, if you want to subscribe. But listen, you don't have to tell everybody about us. But if somebody needs us, somebody needs this, then then by all means.
Yep.
And I'm not going to turn subscribers away, but if it gets too much, then we'll probably have to stop on 666 shows and then become a legendary conspiracy theory. Anyway, on that note, thanks to everybody. I'll see you when I get back. I'm sure the guys
Cheers,
will
everyone.
place while I'm away and enjoy their output. I'll certainly be listening anyway, guys. So, guys, I said fucking guys! You're coming on and coming on and saying it, and I fucking said it.